Hello, and welcome to Stretching the Word. I'm your host, Sister Valerie, and not today, devil, just not this year. Today, we're going to be talking about the two words that verse each other, bound and free. Okay, so bound. If you're bound to something, you're unwillingly enslaved to it, which means you can't get away from it. It has power over you. You might say it has overtook you even. You've heard people say, oh, I just can't help it. I can't help it. I just can't help it. I want to do this, but I can't do it. I want to quit doing this, but I can't quit doing this because you are unwillingly bound to that. We were unwillingly bound to sin. So, because of our flesh, but now we've picked up some habits. The enemy has placed some things on us, and now we're bound to those things. You hear people say, "Ooh, I'm a quit cursing for New Year's. I'm a stop eating this, and I'm a quit doing that, and I'm not gonna smoke no more. I'm not gonna drink no more." Whatever it is, our bad habits are. We're always trying to quit them, but because of our nature, we are unwillingly bound to them. And you just can't leave stuff alone. They say, "Ooh, I've been trying, and I do well, and then I'll go back to it." And I can understand that. I can relate to that. Because anything can have a hold of you. Even sweets. I put myself out there. I thank God that, before he saved me, before he delivered me from sin, I was not way out there. But sin is yet sin. So I yet needed salvation. So I can't sit here and testify that, oh, I was bound to cigarettes, I was bound to drugs, I was bound to this, I was bound to that. Because God had his hand on me and he kept me from a lot of things. So I can't really say I know that struggle of being bound by habits, but I was bound by sweets. And sometimes I'll put myself back into that position. See, sometimes the Lord takes us out and we put ourselves back. It's like, Lord, deliver us. And we'll go, oh, no. I don't want to be delivered, Lord. I want to be bound to this thing. Because we take ourselves right back to it after we done been delivered from it. But then, the word says, whom the Lord makes free is free indeed. We don't have to go back and be bound by anything that the Lord has delivered us from. And if we haven't been delivered, we know he's able to deliver us. He's able to not just make us free, not just to set us free. See, you can be set free, you get out of jail. Okay. You set free, but in your mental mind and in your spirit, if you still have those same tendencies, well, you have not been made free. But when Christ makes us free, we are free indeed, which means we don't have to think about that. We don't have to feel condemned about any situation and circumstance. And we no longer are unwillingly attached to anything. We are now willingly made free. But yet, Paul said, I am the Lord's prisoner. Why? Because we're free, but yet we do We're not struggling. We don't want to get loose from the Lord. You know, it was an old song say, I'm wrapped up, tied up, tangled up. Well, I'm wrapped up, tied up, tangled up with Jesus. And I'm not trying to break loose. But yet I'm free. I'm free to do whatsoever I want to do. See, salvation is not a imprisonment sentence. Salvation is freedom. And you're so free till you don't have any regrets. You're not trying to go back and be bound. So, let me think. Do I unwillingly want to be imprisoned? Or do I just willingly want to submit myself and be free?